guys. California, how about Shin How Shy? About Shin How Kakadach. Go on to the elder apostle, the great doctor, who will. It's their tight take to the icing and straight to the truth. Across the four corner of the earth. To the fair and power, how about Shin Shy that the hope will let. Salutation to the Israelite born that scattered among the nation that believe in the name of Yahweh about Shin How Shy. Shalom to the sister and family that tune into the gospel, preach around the whole world. Peace and mercy to you. And who the world inwardly called God, named Yahweh, and who the world inwardly called Jesus Christ, his name Yahweh Shai. And we're the Hebrew Israelite, that's just this, they still called Negro, Latino, Native American. And those who line the descendants go back to one of the 12 tribes of Israel, due to the scattering among the nations. Alright, this is an article, there'll be a couple of them, and basically tie into the, leading up to the, mark of the beast. Okay. That the elite, the new world order that they want to institute or to bring in and what people have. All right, make it mandatory. Both of these will be on RT.com. One is that nearly half of Americans think the shot passport or a good idea. Poll claim as Biden Avenue coordinate big tech pass app. All right, so the companies making apps. All right, that prove that you have the shot. That you have the passport. All right, that allows you to do things. All right, in society. All right, it will create a different class, a two-class society. All right, but with those that have the passport and those that don't have the passport. All right, it could be the same thing with the RFID chip. All right, they're not mandatory yet, but when it do become mandatory, this is sort of how the blueprint gonna work for the RFID chip. Okay, if they have the White House work with tech corporations to develop a flurry of TV jab passport app. Almost half of U.S. voters believe the scheme is the right way back to normal, according to a recent poll. And it'll be like a so when the chip come in, they already have the app for it. They already have a passport app for it. All right. That when that time comes, it'll be for the chip instead of the jab. Okay. So the framework and the app will be there. All right, waiting for the chip to be integrated. All right, so that's pretty much the poll. Uh, is there well, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki directed that the government would not create a centralized universal federal job database. Instead, it is merely offering recommendations for the passage. A report in the Post last week suggested the administration is taking a larger role than Pataki let on. The CDC, for example, they expect to help decide which organization will be allowed to issue the passage, potentially giving a federal agency significant control over the program. Of course, New York has already embarked on its own jab passport initiative. The Estelatory Pass, while officials in Hawaii are considering a similar project that align with the survey data on Republican voter leader of the GOP have also withdrawn opposition to passage, with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis imposing a statewide ban on Friday. Republican Rep. Majority Taylor Greene, Georgia, meanwhile, double the passage Biden mark of the beast, a reference to the book of Revelation. Exactly. Alright, so this is the like the pre mark of the beast. Okay, this is gonna come before the chip. All right, there's one more. Cause it's like a two-part. All right, one to where they done up the framework. All right, in the database portal, passes and whatnot. Okay, and the next is how the passport can allow you to do certain things, or you will have to be required of those Jazz Passport via app on your phone in order to do those things. For instance, this one, there's CV19 Jazz Passport might be required to buy clothes in UK later this year. Alright, we know Revelation 13 thing. We'll get that in a minute. Okay, the mandatory. Alright, if you're mandatory to have the chip, then you have to a requirement to show that you have that chip. Alright, it'll probably be like a passport. Alright, or you scan your hand and a passport will show that you have that chip. Until the UK government has refused to rule out a mandate requiring a brick to show a DB19 jab passport upon entering a clothing store, and a Monday report on what it called DB status certificate, the government said jab passport, which will show whether a person has been vaccinated, recently tested, or has antibodies from previous exposure, should never be required for essential public services like supermarket and public transport, but made no mention of non-essential services like clothes shops. Prime Minister Boris Johnson spokesperson also refused to rule out jab passport for clothes shoppers until it reported that passport will not be required for essential services, but failing to comment on non-essential. Like non-essential is like it's not a necessity. All right, it's like something extra. So in order to utilize or tap into those things that are not essential, you'd be required to show your passport or jab passport rather. All right, so that's on that. So this is Revelation 13 come to play. This is Revelation 13 and 15. It causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free bonds, causes. All right. To receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, that's what the word causes. All right.
Strong's G 4160. Poyeo.
Poyeo. To make. To be the author of, cause, to make ready, prepared. Uh, render one anything, to make an example, constitute or point one anything to a point or attain one that. Ordain orders. Alright? Orders. Ordain means orders. Alright? All they gotta do is make a law saying that you have to take the chip, and that's how it's gonna be mandatory. Without that chip, you're gonna be able to buy or sell, as like how they use an example of the jab passport. If you're gonna buy clothes, it requires to have your jab passport. All they can do is the same thing for the chip. If you're gonna buy something to eat, you're required to show proof that you've been chipped. Okay? And that's how they're gonna do that. So, intent. Yeah, that's pretty much it on that. You know, keep going. Read again, Revelation 13 causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And that mark is the chip. Right? Quran was something that could be inserted into your body. Alright? And that no man buy, see, or sell. So you're not going to be able to buy or sell. Save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you're not going to be able to buy or sell. Just like right here, if you're going to buy clothes, you have to show your job passport. Same thing they can do with the ship. Alright? Save he. I.
Strong's G 1487. I.
What about the stage part?
Strong's G 3361. May.
Did a lot less. They with the intention of preventing something undesirable in order to avoid the risk of that no man might buy or sell or less again. It says David he had the less. In order to avoid right. So you not no man buy or sell unless you have the mark of the beast. Alright. and no man might buy or sell. And in order to avoid not buying or selling, is that you have the mark of the beast with the chip, the RFID chip. So that's what it's saying. Alright, that's what it means. And that no man might buy or sell, so you're not gonna be able to buy or sell unless, and you avoid buying and sell, not buying and selling by having the chip. And once you have the chip, you're allowed to buy and sell. Alright. This is like an article. This is like the framework. Read this article like the framework, alright, of how things gonna be with the RFID chip. Okay. That's pretty much it with that. So it's that. Shalom.